welcome to you, people of God and people of sports. Welcome to the space where we discuss everything that has to do with the beautiful game that we love. Any kind of game, as long as it's sports, we take it with a slice of sass. Yeah, we just celebrate Nigerians weekly and the exploits of Africans, especially globally. My name is Chief Swallow Rogun One Swallow, the Queen of Sports, your energy chief. Can I get a what? He always say sweet. Baby, never. Not only here that they give me salama normally weekly. And I did with my sister. She did break the sports with a slice of sass and with the stats, definitely. CECE, how fun I want again now.
Oh, yes, say.
I don't aid you for Snapchat too.
Do you understand?
I say this your lemon, they shuko, they shine for you. They do and co with our everything. Everything nice. How are you?
Bright and beautiful.
We are in a sweet zone where the COMMONWEALTH have begun. Women's basketball all-star with Obama have begun and ended. We have our Women African Cup of Nations. Like, there's so many things to glow for. What are you glowing for right now?
What am I glowing for? I'm glowing for archery. Yes.
Archery?
Yes, archery.
Oh, yeah, Pina. No, say you want enter archery now. So those of them, when they follow us, I want to also say, first of all, thank you very much for your conversations on the YouTube. I saw that brother Ramuse. Say, what's that name? You know yourself, Sha. You were there. You were saying things about Morocco. Thank you to you, and your wife will be there with you. Thank you for your comments, your like, and your follows. Please continue to share the conversations. Don't forget, it's all on the Sports Fiber on all platforms, and then now to Ashri. Shook me small. Ashri,
yeah, I think it's beautiful, really. When you're talking about some sports that is really people don't talk about so much. But one thing is clear about these sports is simply because of Nigeria's performance at the tournament, the one that happened in Algeria, the African Archery Championships. So for the first time in the history of the sport, it's the 15th edition. So Nigeria, had the most successful campaign ever. They won 7 medals, 1 gold, 5 silver, and 1 bronze medal. So it was also headlined by the maiden team gold medal that Nigeria won. Right? And then when you barebow team, and of course events. For women, that's always the thing. Whatever sports that is coming up. I'm sorry for the guys. Yes, the guys are doing something good.
No lads
talk
are
about you guys. On that show. But it's about the women, really. The first time Nigeria is winning a team gold medal in archery, and it's the women led by a very fantastic trio of Faith Adekogbe. You have Mandu, Eteidung, and precious Fanny-Amun.
Yeah.
So these ladies, they defeated the host nation. It's not for you. Let me use your language now. Not be today we started the beat host nation.
With the beat host nation, a normal thing. What's the thing we go beat you?
In the same event, it was the Algerians that these ladies defeated. So the first time on the continental stage that you're having these ladies actually winning the gold medal in a team event. That's what made archery really remarkable this weekend. So give it up for the archery team for what they did in Algeria over the weekend. A fantastic way to start my weekend. That made my weekend.
You sound so happy to speak.
Yes.
Fantastic. The thing I like now, say, it was nice to see that women, they come together. I like to see that, there's this archery club. If you did for that Lekki side for Lagos, there was a CMA for that, what do they call this big man when get that big, Leganza side there? Zen archery, yes. They like the pass there sometimes. Not be there defending people they too, not too far from there too. They see that they do their things, and their president has been very gingered from the people like the Emmanuel Oyeleke to Oga Mohammed Baba Abdullahi, His Royal Highness, and the president for the Archery Federation of Nigeria.
Yes.
One of the times I used to pass through stations when they do their publicity, they want boostings. It used to be like Nigerians will come around to this, they will know that they'll be missing out on something. I think it's very exciting. My son really, really loved the archery segment. For inside what they call them the Olympics when they finish.
Okay.
So I'm very excited.
The Youth Olympics.
Not even just the Youth Olympics, the main Olympics for Paris.
Okay, that's in Paris. Okay,
we bonded a lot because South Korea was doing some things with it. Okay. It was really nice. They mixed the men and the women with those things were do. So for me to get to the opportunity to also now say, guy, you remember that thing that we watched at the Olympics? You know that Nigerian women just became the best in Africa. They beat people like Cote d'Ivoire, and they are breaking the records that people like Algeria, the host, Egypt, when we say start time from back back in the day, not too long ago. They do the same thing.
Yeah.
It's a nice way to bring that
that's
kind
it.
of sports in.
Okay, so we'll talk about the men. At least the men finished with silver. So the men finished with silver. They couldn't defeat the host nation, Algeria. So when you're faced against a host nation, it's actually difficult. So we have the team of Abdulrahman Obasa, Abdul Basi Sani, and Usman. Completed the barebow medal for Nigeria. So it was against Algeria, as I mentioned earlier. So Nigeria reaching all 3 final events of that particular one. But then it was the women who won the gold, and the men had to settle for silver against host nation again. So that's why I said we will have to also mention the men.
Auntie, I wanted to say something.
Yeah, Auntie,
Auntie,
okay.
You say do now. You know, Auntie,
okay. Go ahead.
Thank you, ma. So, Auntie, see, let me give people small expo. You know that when we're doing the follow-up for this particular gist, we can say, make we go check what they look like. Do you know that we don't even know what these athletes they look like? From Faith to what they call her? That Medong one, that one. The other one get hyphenated name now. That one get 2 by 2. Fanny-Amun. And the other Shenkes, what is that name again? Wait. Precious. Let me Fanny-Amun. The Mandu. Eteidung. Do you know what would be nice for us as we the praise una? It's good make una dey active on social media. Like you see now. Federations, they will tell you they are limited, right? They not get too much funds, right? But what they happen for inside the Commonwealth and even the Women African Cup of Nations. Sure, you get social media. Faith, you get social media. Be Precious, you get social media. You're not supposed to fear. Matter na why. Una sabi do bow and arrow. Na fi do tawai. Oh yes, na fi do tawai. So you're not supposed to fear. Put your face out there so that we go know who our heroes or our sheroes be. And if your federation don't knock you picture, go Snapchat, put filter if you need to. At least just let Nigerians start feeling your vibes, because trust, we are ready to celebrate you guys. Small celebration, not a hard now. That's what you want to do. So, Auntie, I don't finish that part?
You can continue.
Can we tell them some other good things that happen?
So we're talking about the missed. Okay, other things. Okay, I was going to mention honorable mention for the teams event also. I mean, the missed team
men and women's
for the missed team event. So they came close, but then it wasn't enough. So they lost in the semi-final. So I mean,
it wasn't easy, but it was worth it. Una well done. It's not easy, my people. It's not easy. But something else that I really enjoy from
but the good thing about this team, I mean, let me go back to this team again. The good thing about this team is that in that particular missed event that I talked about earlier,
Talk to me.
where you have Aliu Abubakar, Sheun Emmanuel Oyeleke, and Damilola Bartholomew, as they beat Algeria 205-183 in the semi-final before losing to Mauritius in the final. Because Mauritius are 2-time champion. So they also got
for
to
that
the
small
final.
country, then Mauritius they wire like that.
They got to 3 teams event final. Only the women succeeded in defeating the host nation. But then the missed event beat the host nation in the semi-final. But when they got to the final against Mauritius, they couldn't do that. So that's why some sports that we actually need to put more money into. Archery is an Olympic sport. And see, just imagine how many have counted now, for instance. Imagine you invest in it and see how many medals you can actually get from this one.
And if you invest, they have different categories. You have the recurve now, you have the barebow that the girls just won for the team arrangement. So it means that you can use it to farm plenty awards with minimal effort. You know, so I like to spend money wherever. So you spend small, but you can use it to chop awards in multiple places. Now, speaking of awards in multiple places and the money bags, is it true, CECE, that they carry the bag of dollars, in fact, bags of dollars to Glasgow? I
really don't want to talk about that because I don't understand. We saw on social media whereby athletes were flaunting the money.
Oh, but
I understand you're trying to make a statement, motivate them, but is that the best way to do it? I mean, do you need to take that $2,000 out, $3,000 out and give them? Because it's $2,000, then the others will be given to them later. I love the fact that at least they didn't put everything out, which is also okay. But then, or right in front of everyone on social media, you are giving them the money in cash. I mean, I'm like, yes, we do it back home here in Nigeria, which is common, but over there it is not.
Nigeria go spoil everybody for the world.
For the beauty of the game, let it not be about money. Let it not be about anything. Let it be about the passion. Your gifts coming out, you putting in your best. and then the rewards will come. Yes, we know will come. Yes, we know Nigerians really don't trust the sport administrators anymore because of what has been happening. The money meant for athletes, they don't, it doesn't get to the athlete maybe 2-3 months or even 2 years after. But now you're doing it immediately. But there's a way you can do it. As they're winning the medals, the money is hitting their account. You can actually do that.
Okay, I can
that is a possibility. You can do that. You can tell them, okay, their coaches will hold their phones and say, okay, as you're finishing, your money is dropping.
The alert.
So that's the thing. You see the alert. I mean, he's happy. Sometimes when my phone rings, I'm like, I see, when you see
alert now motivator.
Yeah, there's a way you smile. When something lands and it's heavy, you smile, and people see that. You can actually do that. So I thought the cash thing. But I didn't want to talk about. You made me talk about this, so I didn't want to talk about the cash flow. I want to talk about the performance of the athletes. Really.
Before you go to performance, I wanted to counterbalance the thing you said before. Okay. The only reason why I'm not counterbalance them is because you say alert. You say alert is sweet past I love you. Because when alert say I love you. What do you say? I love you. They do that normally.
Oh, I say I love you too.
But if I say I don't wire you 1 meter,
I'll jump and just hug you.
That's I go they wire you well. Man, they collect free hug. But the point is that thing where you talk, I agree for that one. So when I went to NSC, please, I like that we have bags of money. I know that people like making us feel like we are big outside because we really are big. Champions, giants, no people bad. But you know what? You know what? Where I would tie my boat for this money matter and say, a lot is good. But I don't think that money is my problem with our country and our athletes by way of motivation, right? Okay. There should be a system. Because if you don't get a reward system, you should just be plugged in. Like, for instance, last week we were talking about, the Americans, the men, they play their World Cup, they crash out and not go too as fast, and the women, they go. But guess what? They already put a system locked in that 16.8 million when they get, this so and so person know how much they'll collect. This other person know how much they collect. So everybody knows. Like now, this COMMONWEALTH now, okay, they don't give money unless your country rewards you per se. This WAFCON now, we know, we enter that just money will come. Why don't we have a system that says for those that win gold in particular?
We have it already.
We have,
we have it already.
So we have it that we have, it's written.
Yes, it's
according to rule book 507 or 419. If you win gold, you go get one house for so and so place. You will get $10,000. You will get a hand. They'll get free motorcycle for you or 2 granny stone. They'll just give you like, if we get and then why would I come the flung money? Not be say I be enemy of progress.
Because before, what I'm saying is before the tournament started, they mentioned how much what the athletes will receive. Okay. They've increased the money from what they were receiving to what they will now receive now. So we get that. You already mentioned, you already talked about. So I'm telling you, it's about, they want to be transparent. And because Nigerians have trust issues. Okay. Or
is that trust issue? That's why we're flinging cash.
Maybe that's why they want.
Fling it everywhere.
Maybe that's why they want to show everyone and say,
flaunt it. If
I know you guys will not believe us, but then we're actually giving them the money. So that's why the administrators now need to work on themselves. I mean, how do you now make people to believe you? You don't need to flaunt the money by doing what you've said. If you say, I'm going to give the athletes $3,000 per match, and then after every game, the athletes don't get it or the players don't get it, they won't complain. They won't say anything. You know why they won't say anything? They will finish the competition. That's when they start making noise. But if you release, if you say, oh, really, all the allowances have been cleared, and then like, okay, allowances cleared. Let me check my phone. There's nothing in it. They start talking. So what we're saying is, before you go out there to make a statement that you've cleared allowances or you've given athletes the money, ensure that it has hit their account before you come out to say it. And if for any reason they are not getting the money on time, you will have to also tell them. But I want a situation. I want us to not normalize this. We want to normalize a situation whereby athletes don't have to talk about the fact that they've not been paid. Yeah, administrators don't have to come out and start giving athletes money live. I mean, and it's filmed and it's put on social media.
It's giving Abacha time. No, not be Abacha they did it. But that time, maybe not which military.
It can be done any other way without you having to like showcase it. Yeah, and this involves trust and transparency. So let's build a federation. Let's build a commission to a certain stage, a ministry to a certain stage where we don't have to do this publicly for people to really believe in us. So that's what the message we're sending out to everyone this morning.
That you
From
said
the
that will not be.
federation-
I send anything.
from the federation to the
And not they say
commission
anybody.
to the coaches,
Bring the
everyone
money.
involved in taking care of athletes, team managers.
fact.
When you're being given the money, please ensure it gets to the athletes on time. And
Yes.
if for any reason it's not getting to tell them, let them know. And then this
And don't let it be too long. Don't let them know. They don't let them know now for 2 years now. They never still give them.
So
Go there.
let's not
Let them
normalize we've paid the athletes and everybody is happy. I mean, other countries have paid the athletes and it's not news item.
So
we're
wait
resting that
now.
and going straight to
wait.
what's on
Relax. So we don't talk the money. Now let's get into the power.
Exactly.
Somebody say power.
Power.
No, I'm not talking away. Somebody say power. Somebody say power. We don't know why they shout power. Because there's a particular event. Since the combination and creation of this particular event in 2002, Manchester, only Nigerians, they call them very able people. But when they raise their hands, say power! Now that they carry out. In fact, this particular event, it was so bad that one particular year, every medal for that event, they do the thing for New Delhi of India. Every medal for that event, now the winner. A, B, C, D. Category 1, category 2, category 3. And you know, so with the bomb for Nigeria. So all the people where we say they do that kind of thing, they stone and go there and they win out. And I'll tell you, this Commonwealth, it has continued in the same fashion. I'm talking about the powerlifters. And powerlifters, in case you don't know. Powerlifters. The para one where be said that they're very able, but when they carry everything they shake, they see that way for some reason.
I think it's just the dominant display. We were
Just
talking about
you.
New Delhi in England 2010. You know,
Oh,
when
yes.
they clear all the medals, both the bronze medals, the
Undefeated.
gold, and everything. But then, I mean, since inception, we had 5 games at the Commonwealth Games when it comes to powerlifting. Overall, there are 47 medals have been awarded. And out of these 47 medals awarded, Nigeria have won 22 of them.
Let her go.
I mean, 22 of it. And of course, in that 22 they've won 12 of the 22 medals they've won. 12 of them are gold medals.
They said that in Maida's touch.
9
Maida's
silver,
touch.
only 1 bronze medal. So it shows that 9 silver, 1 bronze, and 22 gold medals. That's what the Nigerian powerlifters, that's what they've done in terms of the Commonwealth. So the only country
They
that
set records, they collect gold. They set records, they collect gold.
The only country that came close is England. And England, how many medals do you think England got? 11. 11 out of that 11, 2 gold medals. England came close. Some have not even won a gold medal at all. Yeah, enough of bronze. So the others actually bronze medals. So for Nigeria, this time around at the Commonwealth Games again, they came again 3 gold medals. I mean, 3
they
silver.
break their own record.
Fola
Shade, she break her record. Esther Wongo break her record. CECE, I was just looking at them.
And the world record holders in the women's lightweight and the heavyweight event. I mean, the lightweight belongs to Esther Wogo.
Of course.
The heavyweight, of course,
Fola
Shade, Olufemi Ayo. So it tells you a lot. Olufemi Ayo, it tells you a lot what these ladies, these
Twice
women
she broke her record,
are doing. I mean, in terms of winning medals for Nigeria. So give it up to the powerlifters. For me, they actually made my weekend.
See, as a collective, I like saying that then if they say the dollar had to fall, money follow me. Dollar follow me. I like saying that the dollar fall on top. Because if you go that area, the other time when we say floods, that time when they fall the other week, before they go quick. If you see them, so they see they find way through the water, they see they go. Yeah. I say, what a dedication, what a wow. How can you be so dedicated to something that it takes your whole life and you still they give them the go? So so give them dollar. In fact, better give them house. Even better, soon. Where that guy Mikano? Which other one?
You can give them enough, but what we are saying, you can give them what you need to give them. But that display publicly, I think that's really what I kick against.
For their family members,
I mean, the dollars and everything. As they are entering the country, everybody starts sending account number.
Before they went, WhatsApp, no, they work for your side.
So that's the thing. So we're not just going to celebrate the powerlifters. I mean, the weightlifters also are doing something good.
The lifters.
We've got a gold medal, Edidiong Joseph Umoafia. I mean, he got 71 kg
Mandem.
weightlifting, 71
Mandem.
kg. He won a gold medal, you know,
Mandem.
in weightlifting. So it's always, so give it to, you know.
So the lifters are
Edidiong
carrying the weight
Joseph,
of Nigeria
yeah.
right now.
Joseph,
SUO.
that's what it's doing.
Yeah.
Ruth Asuquo also, you know, she had
Always
a very wonderful
steady.
performance, you know, as usual.
Ruth, they give
you know,
me Esther vibe.
48 kg weightlifting event. So she won silver in that one. So these are, you know, honorable mention. But the ogak patak of them all are the power lifters. How do you come to a tournament, dominate everything, just ensure that at least for every event I'm competing in, we are getting a medal out of it. So let's see how the Commonwealth Games will go.
Let's see how it goes.
It's ending August 2nd. And then, of course, trust us to give you the athletes who are making our days. The ones that made our day are the ones who definitely celebrate.
I'm definitely rooting for a few
platform.
people, I won't lie, CC. But one of the things that has been an highlight for me, like I mentioned when we started conversation, I love living on the social media pages for these athletes. Do you notice that before, if you were an athlete and you flex when tournament, let's say you play online, you go be like, say you are not focused,
you're not
or
serious,
whatnot.
yeah.
But I'm
That's
loving
not how
that.
it is
I was
anymore.
seeing Ogazi, they were all bopping. The other one, they were singing a YC. I mean, which one did they rap to?
That's the only way they can.
Kind Solar, them, Israel Okon. Yes, I know that.
Israel Okon is out.
Oh boy,
that is injured. So he won't be able to compete.
I see her for food, whether they shop, they vibes. Not be. Oh, but that sucks. That really sucks.
Yeah, he won't be able to compete.
What's the word self with our girl Brume? Because I hear say they try switch up, come put a channel.
No, not try switch up. She won't be able to compete. So they wanted someone else to come in.
But they're not before
two
now.
athletes. You know, we
had this conversation.
We had this conversation because she was the only one that was presented for the long jump.
And we asked before you start. We asked. There are certain categories for this Commonwealth, right? That the athletics department, our athletics federation, they put certain number of athletes, and we're like, these events, the field events, you're bringing only one person for this and one person for this. When we have strong options, remember we talked about Adeshina, Ochonogo, and Usoro. That okay, is it only one event that she was going to be on? Is it just going to be triples, or is she going to be doing, you know, a long jump or something? And the conversation you had was, yo, we quizzed the athletics people, and they said that these are the only people that we can have a put in. I believe I was even there in that particular conversation.
The numbers
said these are the only numbers we can carry. But now, from what you understand, CC, these are not just the only numbers they can carry.
Yeah, because when SA is not competing anymore, so instead of them to replace just one, replace two. And you know, the organizers had to tell them that you can't do that. You presented one athlete, that's the one you're sticking with. So even if you're changing, so it's one. So it simply means they could have gone with two athletes. Maybe the numbers, they could have gone with two athletes, registered two or more athletes, register more athletes in that one. But if, for instance, National Sports Commission have told you that, okay, you're going to have 23 athletes all in all discipline, and you're going to look at it, okay, who are the Mendes prospects? Let's say Brume, she's the defending champion. You can't leave defending champion at home and pick someone else.
But more rights, more change, more push this other person.
I'm sure what they could have done is, yes, they could have, you know what?
Outsource for funds.
Let these athletes go for, you know, let them go just in case.
Experience.
And then for the experience, and then you can
like substitute in case
whatever happens. So I think it's a case I really don't want to flog. They may have their reasons. So until they give us a very cogent one, because when I saw the letter, you know, from the organizers, it was really painful that we're trying to do the Nigerian way, if there's anything like that, trying to sneak in, trying to show we're smart. I mean, you're an athlete pool that you're trying to have two more in that discipline. They told you, look, you can't do that. Is one who will accept. So they thought they could actually, you know, find a way through. But it's not every time you find a way through. Do the right thing at the right time. So at international stage, you do not disgrace the nation as if we do not know what we're doing.
No, not be say we do not. Because if you mess up at that level, that means you don't know. Now from clap,
no, it's possible they know. They just want to talk, okay, can we bypass this?
Make ya. People will say, now from clap, they say they enter dance. In other words, you cannot be, let's say, in the coordination of a national team contingent that's going for the Commonwealth without knowing due process from even local level. Because that means you jump process. And if you jump process, it shows. So what this is telling me is that whoever they coordinate with, they coordinate by way of putting the names together, making sure that they follow the due processes for when they are filing the athletes in or whatnot. Is it that you are competent or you are not competent? Is it that you know what you are doing or you are just making things up as you go? Because I've not seen anywhere that when we say, now when election does start, if the tournament never starts, it's different. Election does start, you want to change your candidate for inside ballots. You don't see her before. Who does that?
No, it's not changing can. Yes,
No,
you
because
have,
because the tournament does start.
No, it's
And you and me
no,
know. And they go
no, you're not getting the point.
You
the
and me know.
point
Wait
is,
now.
yeah.
Wait now. You and me know.
They're not
Once tournaments
the
don't
way
start,
they play,
you can't flip events. You can't flip. Oh, I want to carry this person now from this one and put them in this other one. Now, wait till you slot for the person. Say this person is going to be a jumper or a runner. That's what's supposed to be. Not be say the thing does start. You can't say, oh wait, oh, be like say this my person. If he chop akara, if he also do a camo, make a carry on for the two, make it do a bula. No. Especially when we say, don't even give you opportunity. Say, okay, if you want to put time for two places, so slot time in quick so that we go no say we don't lock them as they don't dark, we go close the door. They dark, close door. Midnight reach. Aboki they check what he did. Now you want to tell me say you want change house. As how now? Anyway, man, talk about the good things where we say make me happy because WAFCON has started. And the hosts, they are doing things for Morocco. Even like say Morocco won't win, they're the vessel. Those guys, Draidi. That one for Draidi, where we say the top scorer now for inside the WAFCON. So far, so good. Draidi, where they play for Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
When normally we don't even see a shadow where for the last edition, just turn to Ayamatanga. Just finish work against the Kenyans.
That's how well they've improved.
Oh my Lord. You know they struggled. Let's start with the opening games, right? The Moroccans struggled in the very first game they had. They labored to not be 1-0 that game against Zambia and the Banda. It was such a struggle for them. But what I'm saying now with Jorge Viva Abinavida, it was so slick. It was so coordinated. They sustained their pressure. Kenya tried to meet up with them. Okay, maybe inexperience from their Shenkes coach. But like saying that she be one of the few women coaches when we get for the World WAFCON so far, at least experience is good. But the way they fired up, see Sakina, we knew Sakina was good, but I thought it was going to be someone like Eteidung that was going to be shining. Yeah. I thought that was going to be their first game. They were going to bring people like the Shebak to shine, but now substitute they use them as that game. Sister, when you watch a game like that, more not talk about the crowd or the quality. When you watch a game like that and you look at Morocco, the host, and the quality that they are showing, what does that tell you about the host?
Yeah, I think, Morocco prepared for this. Now, when you've lost, before Morocco started hosting the Women's Africa Cup of Nations, how many people talk about the team? Yeah. We talked about how they started building from 2010. And since then, they've tried to be consistent at different stages. Now, it was 2022 that they came. I mean,
God's blessing.
Got to the final against South Africa. They lost at home in Rabat. Now,
this is the third one.
Yeah. The next edition, they lost.
Final.
Rabat.
Papa.
At home. To Nigeria.
Papa.
I mean, this is the third one they're hosting. Back to back. So, I mean, they've told themselves, you know what? And the coach they have a world-class coach.
Ooh.
I mean,
he won World Cup before.
He won World Cup with the Spanish team, the reigning world champions. I mean, we're talking about 2023.
But they take care of that guy. That guy, no, they go anywhere. So you see how relaxed he did for them?
Of course, he will be relaxed. They take care of that guy. He will be relaxed.
Hey!
Now, you brought out a world-class coach that won a World Cup with Spain.
No?
Now, to come and coach your girls at the African tournament. And now, you expect results. And what is the result? You're not playing second fiddle because before he came as a coach, you already got to the final.
Yeah.
So now, what do you need to do? You won the trophy. Mm-hmm. So the coach needs to bring his A game. What can he do?
Because he wants the World Cup.
Get every experienced players. Because most players, you have 3-year-olds and they're balling as if they're 25.
My Lord.
Bring your experienced players. Because since the Shabaks of this world, they tried. They've done a lot. The goals and everything coming in. Sometimes you just need an extra factor. That's what we talked about.
I just think they go. Cross and not
giving opportunity to younger players. When I was praising the Spanish men's coach, what he did with his team, trusting the young blood to actually perform. So that's what he has done. I mean, trust players to perform. Give them opportunity to roll. And roll they did. I mean, the first 10 minutes of the game, the Kenyans were actually playing football. But after that 10 minutes, they were pacey because the Moroccans, you do not play their game with them. Look for spaces and then connect
slow their game,
slot it in.
Block the road for their runners.
Immediately they started leaving the back. I mean, empty. What happened?
Over the top.
I mean, you can't outrun the Moroccans because this is who they are. This is their home. This is their turf. You are in their turf. So what do? You prevent them from playing their free-flowing football.
Yes.
That's the thing. So you don't chase after them for every ball.
One thing is to stop them. Sorry. One thing is to stop them from playing their free-flowing football. The other thing is when you can't commit foul when they enter set piece. That's the exciting thing about this Atlas Lionesses. Their ball sexy, no lie.
Yeah.
When they eat you for set piece, you know 2 of their goals now set piece. A cross, a nod.
Yeah.
A free kick that went into a nod, Abby. Then the other one a corner when we say go from a nod. That's variety. That's dynamism. That's something that which they reflect from the guy men. Now so their women they do. So I don't lie you.
Yeah.
Kenya, una try you. Not so na corner only once una don't do the thing before. So not be 2016 the first con.
2016, yeah. And then after that, they don't appear. This is the second time in 10 years that they are back. So they came back and the Moroccans just showed them, they know what, we've been here consistently. So you can't really run this with us. And if you check the history of the Women's Africa Cup of Nations, I mean, the host nation usually win their opening games. I mean, almost all the edition in the past 13
they take
editions.
it personal.
So the host nation usually win. I mean, it's only one loss. I think one loss and a draw that have been recorded on,
most of the time, sure.
So they always
in large percentage of the games.
Yeah, and then all eyes were actually on the
maybe that Namibia own. Oh, Shabak, yeah.
All eyes were on her. But at the end of the day, yeah, it wasn't.
The Kenyans, talk to me about the Kenyans.
Okay, now the Kenyans, in their first appearance in 2016, they lost all their 3 games at the group stage. So the experience is really not there. And you talked about their coach, former player, former international, Bedin Odemba. I mean, she's good when it comes to coaching, and she's got licensed CAF, be licensed coaching. But it's not just enough for you to have that. But she's got the very, very young players. So the Moroccans have the experience. They have they have a blend of youth and experience, but the Kenyans don't have that. We know that some of the Moroccan players, maybe after the next World Cup, some may even retire from the team. Now you're looking at a team that is at its peak. Yeah, I will put it that they are at their peak, because that consistency from back-to-back final, and then the third one, of course, all eyes will obviously be on the trophy. And I saw a tweet from CAF women when they said, now they are going for the trophy. I mean, that's what they're going for. That's what they're ready to do. They're not even to say smile. So for anything,
they be Van Damme
for anything, it's like vendetta, because they're still gutted by what happened the last one. I mean, the penalty to them that was denied that could have changed the course of the game. They're still rooting over that to them.
I watched that match.
I said that they claim that was denying them.
I watched that thing again, because
so
sometimes when you the stadium you go feel like say.
So when you watch again, you discover that yes, the hand was just almost at a natural position. So when he's in that situation and it was the ball that came to her, so it's ball to hand. So let's switch back to what we were talking about. The Moroccan. So I think
right. I'm looking at the opening games where Algeria played against, what they call this one when they beat my Senegal, I guess. That game was a Senegal. Every pundit said that it was going to be a Senegal game to win. Probably because Ben Stiti, this is their guy man, their coach for Algeria. The two they score way. But when you see an Algerian side scoring 2 goals, Imarinda for scoring her 4th goal, her first competitive goal for King and Country. Playing against the side where we see the 2 of them, they don't play for foreign side, for French League on where I was expecting better quality, because it's 2 teams that is made up of, ladies that play in the French League.
Born in France, naturalized for Senegal. That's almost the Algerian, half of the Algerian players.
That's the story. The Senegalese too. So I felt like that first game, it was just like I'm not calling John the Baptist first. Just like it was fast G. It was just very tepid. Yeah, test the microphone now. Test the microphone. You go test the microphone before you go do the main party. So the testing microphone, the precursor, it didn't feel like a cursor, but it was a competition. So what are your thoughts from that game, though? What did you take away from our first opener?
Yeah, I think the fact that Algerians actually secured the first 3 points, as you mentioned, the last edition they were in Nigeria group, was the goals were not coming, king of draws, and they drew all their games and still went to the knockout stage. It was enough for them. So when you have a team like that, they just they didn't have the firepower. They knew where their strengths are. That's what I was talking about the Kenyans. What's your strengths? I mean, look at your strengths, look for their loopholes, scan around and see where you can plug in and get your goals if you can. But if you can't,
what about
the Senegalese? I think
they're more experienced.
The first until that penalty, I thought the Senegalese were the likely team to actually score. Until the penalty came and then Marianne Dafoe, converted that, then Melissa Bassi, scored, sealed the goal. Now these are players. When you look at them, yes, they were born in France. They played at the youth level for France before they naturalized for Algeria.
Anyway,
but But in all, I think the Senegalese could have done a better game. They made it easy for the Algerians. They made it so easy for them, and I felt that they could have considered more. If the very first mistake they made, the goalkeeper, when she ran off, I don't know what she was looking for.
Bro,
I mean, if the Algerians were clinical, that could have been their first, their first goal. But that didn't happen. I thought just maybe they would learn from that. But same thing happened twice. So it's the ways. I mean, the second goal was a gift from the goalkeeper also. I mean, she's throwing straight to her legs, and then the pass was done. And of course, you have someone right there to convert that into the goal. But then for the Senegalese, yes, before the game, I mean, it was Senegal. If you had gone on to check the odds, would have been, it
was all Senegal.
All Senegal.
But I was
at the end of the day, as I mentioned earlier, when you see a team and you see the way they're playing and you see the mistakes, when I discovered that the goalkeeper wasn't really good, and then the two center backs were always out of their own position, they took advantage of that.
If you be Morocco right now, you see the performance from Algeria and you see the performance from Senegal. Are you going to be like, oh, I'm so scared I won't make it to the next level?
No, really. No, I won't be scared. I won't be scared because it's just an opening game, and you played against a Kenyan team, youthful team that returning to the tournament for the first time after 10 years. The first time in 10 years. So, and you see how young they are. You could see the inexperience in their face, especially in goalkeeping position. So I saw all that. So I don't think I will be afraid of the Moroccans. They were clinical. They got the goals. They scored 3 goals in first.
What I'm asking.
Yeah.
What are they asking us?
Yeah.
If you be Morocco and you see the performance of Senegal versus Algeria, are you going to be scared of anybody in your group? If you are looking at the first performances so far.
Yeah. No. Obviously not. Even going if you're listening to Coach when he was talking, he wasn't scared of Coach Vida. He wasn't scared about anything
only Nigeria they look for.
So exactly, Nigeria and South Africa. Those are the teams. No, to them, those are the teams they want to beat, really. Because I'm thinking there's a reason why they put Nigeria first when the draws came out and the games where we're going to play games. It was Casablanca at first.
Yes.
Why was it changed to Rabat?
Why was it changed?
Yeah, think about it.
If we did Rabat, we will still face each other.
Think about it. No,
we're
it's
not. We're not gonna face each other quick.
Because the way it's done, Nigeria and whatever happens, Nigeria and Morocco will definitely. I mean, if all of them go through, they're going to meet in the final. So they've done it in a way that, I mean, not just them. I'm saying, I'm not talking about the whole permutation or anything. I'm saying that there's a reason why Nigeria is playing in Rabat. Morocco just want to be close. Let's be watching these guys and see how they've been doing, because they didn't see Nigeria until they got to the final in
Casablanca,
in Rabat. So that's
not
the thing.
So
it's
that's why they give Nigeria all the teams now.
So it's easier to actually listen, because in Casablanca they thought maybe with the hotel that was given, not them, the hotel, the accommodation that was given, everything that was given. Nigeria, whatever they give you take it. You won't change it. You manage them. But Algeria couldn't do that. Algeria didn't manage. Algeria switched immediately. They were still very close to
Egypt. Now they waste
very close to where we hit. So it was easier for them to being comfortable. But the Falcons weren't comfortable. They would drive 1 hour plus to training, drive 1 hour plus back. They didn't care. Against all odds they won. So they want to make everything easier for them and say, okay, if they are so relaxed, would they still, would they have their hunger, that fighting spirit in them? That's what I'm thinking.
Oh yeah, pause. You don't go somewhere, because I won't close this thing down, but because we are entering into another stage. By the way, this is CECE and Chief SUO, a show that we talk about in sports and the things we love, which is sports, especially Nigerian, especially African. And you can catch every episode on the Sports Bible platform, on all multiple platforms, as you know IDB. We'll be live and direct in your face for the first time. Should I tell them? Tell them. Okay, we'll for the first time, this particular show, man, I'm very excited. This particular show will enter we said this thing they happen as the hot to make sure we're giving a live and direct. So CECE and Chief SUO, we are on the road for the first time. Take my hand
on this show, right?
Yes. For this show, they worry you. So 2 shekels when they talk sports for podcasts, we'll carry ourselves and we'll be live and direct in mostly Rabat, sometimes maybe. I don't want to Casablanca. They have great beer there, but it costs. You get. But we're going to be there. And we're going to be giving you all the exclusives and takes and updates as it be. So our podcast will shoot them live and direct from there. So feel free to drop your comments. And let's say you have a special request from your Agbabolas themselves. We'll let them know your love and your best wishes. By the way, Why would they talk of wishes? We go beg when I again. Just like I saw a couple of young girls on TikTok do this, and I really think it's important. When we say our athletes, our Nigerian athletes especially, they go to represent us as a country. I think we should shut up our mouth and treat them with grace. All of us, they come from the same area, you get. So no matter how disappointed you are about performance, oh, the 3-on-3, they're not performance the way we expect. See that they beat them. Oh, this one, they're not. Fem, do not insult in a way. See, banter are different. The way some of them they do banter, not spoil the thing they try to manage. These guys, they won't find their way to, so not scatter their mentals, because if not you they make this move to try and make you do your best. Yeah. Make you take clear. You expect say, they go show you love, because that small love, when you take saying a small love, now it go ginger you extra, when it go make you go far. And if you go far for yourself, you go far for the country. So I would like make all of us try to use our OT, our colors, our HQ, and our emotional intelligence when they try to want to. We not be you love Nigeria pass. And some of them are more to the bet. If I know they bet up and down these athletes, when I know they feel like say what did they do? Oh, he. Like say not use up kids school fee stay do one. You know, they feel that bad about whether you think he win or lose. So that's one of the public service aside. On the other side, those of them when want tickets, as well, I should just let you know. As you mentioned, your off camera, tickets just started being sold on Thursday, just before the tournament kicked off. And I've seen that the lowest set of tickets are like $2. $2 now the equivalent of almost 4,000 naira. If not naira, they buy them. That's not the low level tickets, the VIP ones. They slashed the price from last year. From what I noticed. I think places like Webbook, I will see whether if they follow some of our handles like CECE Omar waiting.
Yes.
Cecilia Omorogbe. Maybe on for this thing. So maybe she go put up some links for where we say on to get websites to go book tickets. We know they do those kind of things, but those of you that are interested,
you know, CAF websites. I mean, when you go to CAF website, when you go to CAF online, you just go to CAF website. I mean, it will link you up. You see the different ones. It will link you up to buy the tickets. So
the most expensive one right now,
it's easier for you to get the tickets from that, because we thought the ticket could have been out early, so people can buy tickets early and know whether to travel or not. And of course, the fixtures, the venues, and everything would have been out early. But you know, it's women's football.
They even switched it from 3 venues to 2. So everything.
So now it's not 2 cities. No, 2 cities, 5 venues. 2 cities, 5 venues. So that's what they've done, you know, Rabat and Casablanca. That's what they've done. But yes, it's compact, it's together. So people within that vicinity, if you're in Morocco, you are a Nigerian, you can go support the Super Falcons. Assistant Ashola made an appeal, you know, before WAFCON, and said they actually need people to come to the stadium, not just when Morocco is playing. And watch the opening ceremony. Let's not the opening ceremony. Watch the opening game. Senegal, people not there where people not even there at all. It's like, I mean, you can count. You can count the people at the stadium. I understand. Yes, the postponement may have affected.
6 guys gather one corner. They shout. I hear their voice.
I love the vibes. Yeah, so I love the vibes that they gave. I love the vibes that they gave. You know, the fact that we could hear them. You know, sing, you know, and hail their teams. So if you're a Kenyan, you're a Senegalese, you're a Moroccan. I mean, you love football. Just go support these girls. The tickets are not expensive at all. They're very, very affordable.
$5, $2.
So very, very affordable. So you can get a VIP ticket. So under $10. So that's a good one. So let's try and support these girls and watch women's football. I mean, it was entertaining. The first 2 games, opening games, 6 goals were scored. So that's fantastic. I mean, the Senegalese goalkeeper made about 5 saves, right? So I mean, the Kenyan goal, she couldn't, but the Senegalese goalkeeper made a lot.
Try the goalie try. You know, she saved 2 double saves.
She tried also. She made double saves in the first half, but after that, I mean, it was just too much for her. So it was entertaining. It was interesting. We didn't see any drab goalless, you know, 1-1 goalless draw kind of games. So it was interesting. 6 goals in 2 games. What a way to start. What was it happening with the opening ceremony? Yeah, I felt it was an afterthought. I mean, they thought about, okay, you know what? The WAFCON is actually coming. We've not put up something.
Whether your niece will be say get music, bring her. She sabi dance. But she bring her friend.
So it's like it was an afterthought, rushly put together. I mean, the lip sync, everything. It wasn't great at all. I was watching it with my niece, you know, in the house, and she was like, Is Morocco didn't know they were going to host this thing. That was what she said. That was her impression. And then someone who, I mean, she loves football. Yeah, she's young, very, very young. She loves watching football. So she's watched a lot of opening ceremonies. So when she saw that, she was shocked. She was like, is it that they didn't know they were going to do it? That was the question she was asking me. I'm like, I don't have answers for her. So the answer should go to the organizers. I mean, I think they can do better. Yes, it's women football. Yes, I know your focus was on the men preparing for the World Cup and also going to the World Cup. But then they've been out. They were one of the earliest teams to come.
Which kind
that's
of
the quarterfinal.
So
maybe next time, please, in case you're hosting any, or whoever is hosting the next one, right now, the next edition after World Cup, we don't know who's going to host. CAF president came. She had a almost 1 hour press conference, and then the only mention of women's football was when he talked about the prize money, $2 million, which is 100% increase from what we had in last one, which was 100. What did I say?
No,
1 million.
1 million.
1 million.
And then look, you want to reduce our life. What if we don't live 10 years ago? You want to carry us go back?
I was going to say 100 million.
See, all I'm saying before you go to the millions is that you have local artists. I got to enjoy a few artists when we say I stay for Casablanca last boy. When if you put them up, put them on. You have great musicians. You get their home. You get their
partner with them.
When I get people, don't worry. Put them so that we can see the best of.
But the way you can actually put them, you tell them on time. You could tell them, I'm hosting this tournament.
No,
3 weeks is not enough. No,
manage it. Not that.
No, let's be sincere. Hold on, wait. No. Let's be sincere. You cannot tell me you're hosting a tournament 3 weeks to the event and tell me I have a role to play.
They get team song. They don't go tell you what they don't even get team song for this tournament. Not be ring it up for Nokia and then they play when they want to start the tournament.
No, please. Okay, can we? So let's be serious. Yes,
I'm very serious.
We're trying to banter, but let's be serious. The truth is, when I was watching the press conference, I was listening to it. It was live on YouTube. On the CAF page. I thought maybe we were going to hear, okay, the next host for the 20
is going to be
2020 to 2028, right?
Yes.
Hopefully. We don't know. It's every 2 years.
20,
but we don't know if they're going to change it. But we know we're preparing for the World Cup. Yes, but then we can have the next host for 2028. Do we know who is hosting the next one? We don't know. But now we've called for a bid for those that will host the one of 2028 for AFCON, the one for 2030 for AFCON, the one of 2034 for AFCON. So we have bids lined up already.
Why not?
So let's also have bids lined up for that of the women.
No, sister, let's do it like this. I have a thought. Call me crazy. Okay. But if you are coming to say you want to bid for the AFCON for the men, just like the way FIFA they designate now, say actually they do one for the men, you will get clubs for the women. Why not do it like this? That guy, any person that's coming to bid for men AFCON should be prepared to also host the women one.
No. You know why we not?
It's the same facility now. Similar time.
It's the same facility.
Is it not less?
It's the same facility. But you're talking about you having people on ground, you don't want to choke yourself. No, you don't want to. You can't mandate. Hold on, wait. You can't mandate a sovereign nation what to do. That's a factory. You can't do that. Yes, because the government. The government have to be involved, right? The government hosting is different. It's not easy for you to host a tournament, really. Government have to be involved. You have to be certain of the government that will be in place at that time. You know why it works so well in the other climes is because Africa has a peculiar case. For instance, this government that was on board with it. We were hosting this, and they came and said, "Why can't you be hosting two tournaments back to back?" Do you know how many times they withdrew from a tournament? They have to a country have to come to bail another one out. So what I'm saying is, what CAF can do is to throw the bid out early.
I'm not agree for
that's
that.
That's the thing.
Early is one.
Early. That's what works for us. Early. Throw it open early. From now, as you're bringing a bid for you as you're starting this particular tournament, as you're starting the bid as you're starting a tournament, because I thought that press conference was going to be about WAFCON. I didn't know it was going to be about AFCON. It ended up being about AFCON.
Thank you for buttressing my point.
Just concluded.
Thank you for buttressing my point.
So I feel
because my sorry for cutting again. The buttressing of my point now, say if it be say we always kind of do it earlier. Let's do it at another time when there will be more time. There's never any time.
There's never time.
There's never time. So you have to make it be like, you go side by side, maybe by minus percentages or whatnot. Because for instance, they show your disgust. Say we did almost an hour plus of a presser for a tournament that's just about to come, and somebody's talking about what's going to happen for a few years. for a few years. So that should tell you where they said their mind there already. Nobody needs to tell you. If they tell you that they want to do progress and the only thing they said that is progressive is just let's fling some extra million. It's nice, so but in the picture of it, it's not nice enough. Do you know that as at now, as we talk, maybe it has changed in the past few hours. Even people when they for Britain see they para say, you know what, CAF, you promised us that you were going to broadcast this match, this tournament from, let's say, Channel 4. Now Channel 4 they're supposed to, now they announced now. And then that channel cancelled. They were not going to do it. And then you are telling me that the same CAF that is saying, oh, we need more support. And you are over putting money on top of the broadcast rights that other people. Normally, this time last year, when we do tournament, you know how many people when we say, well, they do broadcast for visibility. Yeah. And we had the biggest visibility. But now there's no partnership with TikTok, for instance. The digital platforms CAF partnered with the WAFCON, it don't go. The platforms like, let's say, even BBC Pidgin and other places where we say they broadcast the WAFCON in multiple local languages, it don't go. The partnership from the so-called brands, what if that one when we say they send up their official brands when they sponsor, now go see the AGL logistics, this one, that one. Do you know about it was that even the first opening game, they only had a string broadcast commentator. In fact, one time the voice can they go over the other voice. Now be like saying that one person they want to try talk for two places. The quality of what they bring out, it not show say they think about this process at all. How bad is it that now until the tournament start before they roll out, say, you know what, they're shuttle for people like this in case of this and that. No, it shows already that you are not serious about it. So if you want to talk about our women's stuff, I would prefer that if you want to show you're serious, as you they talk the men. No. So as we don't do it for men, it's just like as they do for FA. I see what they do for Nome. So it go be like same. Not if you don't do your own later, Nome, come, I go come settle you later. Nome, you two they talk. Just take 2 karate shop first. That's not good enough. Anyway, CECE, on this note, let's bid our good people. No, when did they use that for burial? Adio not for burial. I won't speak French.
Not
but
speak
the
no,
Adio when that.
But not speak no,
Mr. Producer, Adio na burial be. Adio papa. Hey, let me bye papa. I won't speak French before.
Not speak no, you don't know. Okay. Not speak no, you don't know.
Oh,
so in conclusion, let's tie this up. In conclusion,
it up, my sister.
We know that Euro 2020 next Euros, last Euro was played last year. That was hosted by Switzerland. The next one will be hosted by Germany. We already know that since
I think Netherlands beat before.
No. It's Germany 2029. So we already know that one 2029. Nigerians will come in 2028. We don't know who is going to host. Now, if UEFA start throwing out bids, the TV right deals and every other thing, people come and bid and all of it, we'll be looking at them. So now, if you now want these broadcasters to throw it to them quickly and they look at the money, if the money is so much and you didn't have publicity for what you're telling them to come and bid for, how are they going to make their money? Because we are thinking as if women's game is still charity. I think that's what
charity is.
Business, I'm saying that's what CAF is still thinking. CAF has not realized that they can actually make money from women's football. They haven't when they start seeing it, when they start seeing this as a business, that's when they'll take it seriously. Now, if you know what in Switzerland,
that last WAFCON final, people say final, but that last WAFCON final, in fact, that last WAFCON, we had a few full stadiums. Yeah. Full stadiums.
The finals will be having, apart from Ghana in 2014 in Namibia.
No, I'm saying some of the games, like when Morocco they play. 4 times we had full stadiums. That means that they made their money for over 60,000 people that were in a stadium at a time. Not be once, not be twice, at least 4 times. That's money.
No, we're not talking about.
Are you not supposed to double up on that thing that you saw and make sure you spread it everywhere?
That's what. No, I'm going somewhere about a TV right deals. You can actually make money off TV right deals. Yes, how do you do it? Make your product visible first. Visibility.
Show working.
Visibility, and then show people what this is about. People want to watch women's football. I have friends that have been calling me from the UK.
I said go online now.
Where are they going to watch? I was trying to where do they want to watch it? I'm like, I'm happy that in Africa, Super Sport, is showing it. So which is a great one. Afro Sport, for instance, is also showing free to air. They're showing it. But then what about those that are outside who wants to watch their players play? Most of our players are playing apart from Fatima Oloko. She's the only player, Abia Angels from home. All other players are playing internationally. Now, some of their fans want to watch their star players here. Now, Malawi is qualifying for the first time. It's Chawinga sisters, for instance. I mean, these are big money movers. These are big players in their own club. Where would they want to watch it? So if you want to organize a tournament, what do you do 2028 is not far. Except CAF want to come up with something and maybe wants to make it every 4 years. I don't know what they. We don't even know what's going to happen the next thing. Now you had a tournament that increased. They increased the numbers during qualifiers. When qualifiers was almost over, you increased from 12 to 16. You didn't think about it, right? Say qualifiers already before you increase it to 16. It was done. That's why I keep saying women's football in Africa is afterthought. And then you expanded it. There's no problem. We said it's going to be in March or through last year. 2 weeks. Was it 2 weeks? 12 days for it to start. You shifted it.
Again?
We said, okay, fine. And we had the cities that we had the stadiums where, Super Falcons Casablanca. We're even saying we're going back to the place where we stayed because it's very close to the stadium. It's just a walk, from the stadium,
Actually, it was,
a beautiful place. And we're now praying that, I hope Super Falcons will not stay in that same hotel. We talked about all that already. And then, few weeks, you change it and say, it's not just 2 venues. 2 venues, Rabat and Casablanca. And then after that, 5 venues. Fine, it's okay. But now, you had a press conference. We're thinking maybe as you're talking about the AFCON, which is the next AFCON in Botswana, Zimbabwe, for instance, and South Africa are bidding for the one of 2028. Sooner or later, we'll know who is going to host that one. And he also threw bids for the next one, 2032. We're happy about that, so that countries will start preparing bids for those ones. Because since you're expanding, more countries are coming in. Now, women's zone, more countries are coming in. First it was 8, then it was 12, now 16.
So what are you doing for the
who's going to host
16?
The next one? We don't know. So by now we should know the host for the next one. We should also know, you should have TV right this is the place where you start selling those deals to those who are interested in it. Let them buy it. And when you fix June, July, or November, December, stick to it. So that's the only way. When you're consistent with your product and people are seeing the product is visible, that's when they can put money in it. I will not put my money into what I won't see, into what is not consistent. I'm not sure. Products. Is it going to be in March or is it going to be in July? Will they postpone it? I don't trust you. So if there are trust issues with how you host your tournament, you're not going to make money out of it. You still think women's football is charity, but women's football is no charity. Ask the UEFA, they will tell you that.
Ask WNBA, they just finished their All-Stars and Obama and I opened their matter and that thing is sweet me. I see the doings. Even the guy link up with the Caitlin Clark, it was so lovely to see. Yeah. I like when I see progress and the thing they sustain. I saw the 30-year rollout from this babe there.
WNBA 30.
The WNBA 30. What if this babe, the Candice and the rest, all of them.
Candice Parker.
All of them come out. It was
Aya
lovely to see.
And all of them, yeah.
One thing I'll give you guys as we come up for here, I'll say thank you again for your data because they shop and I just recharged 40 gig and as I look now, they allow they tell me say 26.5 don't come out. I no go call una name because I they do work for una sometimes too, but una know they try sha. I go buy una shares so I'll start the shop money from the back end. Nonsense. Anyway, my sister, final words as we clear.
Yeah, we're wishing the Super Falcons all the best as they embark on the 11th title. Yes, 11th. Yes, the 11th title. Yeah, 14th edition. They're embarking on the 11th title. So no team actually come close. So no matter what the Moroccans are saying, the South Africans are saying, Nigeria template is a template that before you're going to get to that level, it's going to take you years to walk up to that. Yes, the Moroccans are bragging. You end up winning just one if you win this one. Just one. And have you seen the Super Falcons jersey? You've got 10 stars. 10 golden. 10 golden stars. That's what you have. See, right there.
Whoever thought of that, una try that. I don't get you supposed to be see. Let's una do party.
And I love
una bring Tenny, the entertainer, Tiwa Savage. When they do 10.
That's what I thought. That's what I was expecting. When I saw the jersey, I'm like, why didn't we trend this before the tournament starts? I mean, you 10 golden stars. 10 golden stars would have done something here. I mean, let it blow out. I mean, that's what we're talking about. People will come and partner because when you talk about you're not getting visible, you're not getting money, there's no money in it. What did you do to get the money? Imagine we had released that jersey. 10 golden stars.
I want that jersey.
11th, we are going for the 11th. I really want and then you did it here in Lagos. So in Abuja or anywhere else you want to do it. And then you do know how many you will sell. Someone was already asking me, how can he get that thing? I said, come on now. It's for the girls. I mean, imagine we've done something limited like that. Edition, do you know how many people will come?
We will bid.
Did you know how many people will actually come and put money in that? I don't know if you're thinking. I don't know what we are doing. But I feel in women's football, we can actually do better. Let's just put our our money where the mouth is, right?
And put the donkey,
and also
put the donkey before the cat, not
and
the
also
cat
do
before the
and
donkey.
also do the right thing. There's so much money to make in women's football.
Yeah.
Just give them products, give them something they can put their money on, and you see how much money you will make. Trust me, you make profits.
You don't bring a CC from Chinese enter now. They don't tap you now. You don't enter that place. Anyway, my people, thank you so much. Obviously, you know, the lady that breaks down the sports with the stats, she will drop on with passion and we'll catch you now for Rabat, Morocco on the next edition. And of course, I still be your energy chief, One Chief SUO. Thank you for always doing what you do. Follow, like, share, and good luck to the Super Falcons. Yeah, from here to the world, everywhere, with the filo now. Boku. Oh yeah, now. Africa to the world, Mandu. Look.